Hello friends, welcome back to my channel PM at HRD. In the series of communication skill, today we are going to talk about transactional analysis. Transactional analysis is a psychoanalytic theory and method of therapy wherein social interactions are analyzed to determine the ego state of the communicator as a basis for understanding behavior. When people transact and exchange ideas and information, they are either comfortable or uncomfortable communicating with each other. Transactional analysis is a technique which helps to understand the behavior of other person so that communication becomes effective. Understanding human behavior helps to motivate, guide and direct other person. It was developed by Eric Berne, a psychotherapist. He observed there are several people inside each person who interact with other people in different ways. Why transactional analysis is important in communication? Transactional analysis is a technique which helps to understand the behavior of other person so that communication becomes effective. Understanding human behavior helps to motivate, guide and direct other person. Transactional analysis thus facilitates communication. Basically, transactional analysis is about identifying which ego states are present in our transactions so that we can become more conscious of our thoughts and behaviors and ultimately have better, more constructive transactions with the people closest to us. Transactional analysis concerned with self-awareness, ego states, life positions, analysis of transactions, script analysis, stroking, games analysis. Self-analysis is nothing but awareness of the self. When we are aware about the self, it helps us to be confident or more creative, able to take sounder decisions, build stronger relationships and communicate more effectively. We are better workers who get more promotions and more effective leaders with more satisfied employees and more profitable companies. Being able to focus on something positive when in a negative situation is called self-awareness. Recognizing bad habit and the effect it can have on you. Learn about your emotional triggers so you can better deal with negative emotions like anger or hate. The 4 self-awareness archetypes: introspectors, seekers, aware and pleasures. Then we are coming to the analysis of ego states. Ego plays an important role in human behavior. People interact with each other in terms of psychological positions or behavioral pattern known as ego states. Ego states are person's way of thinking, feeling and behaving at any time. There are 3 important ego states. Ego states like child, adult, parent. A person of any age have these ego states in varying degree. A healthy person is able to move from one ego state to another. Ego states are parent, like behaviors, thoughts, feelings copied from parents or parent figures or external experiences. Adult is behaviors, thoughts and feelings which are direct response to the here and now. Child is behaviors, thoughts and feelings replayed from childhood and own experience. Here are some examples of parent, adult and child. Parent like advising, adult fact-finding, child is laughing. Parent criticizing, adult questioning, child crying. Parent ordering, adult analyzing, child sulking. Like this, parent loving, adult thinking and child dependent. Next we are coming into the life positions. We are having 4 life positions in our life. The first position is I am okay, you are not okay. Second position is I am okay, you are okay. Third is I am not okay, you are not okay. Fourth one is I am not okay, you are okay. When I say I am okay, you are okay, this life position represents adult ego of a person. It becomes the philosophy of a person who has good and positive experiences with others. This is healthiest position about life, and it means that I feel good about myself and that I feel good about others and their competence. Managers with this life position believe in give and take. They are competent to take decisions and also allow others to participate in the decision making process. They delegate authority and express confidence and consistency in others. They are not threatened by others and express freely what they want to express. I am okay, you are not okay. In this position, I feel good about myself, but I see others as damaged or less than me, and this is usually not healthy. They have critical attitude towards others. They believe whatever they do is right and blame others for their wrong acts. This actually happens when a person is ignored as a child. Managers with this life position have critical attitude towards others. They find faults with others and lack trust, faith, and confidence in them. They believe whatever they do is right and therefore do not delegate tasks to others. I am not okay, you are okay. This life position represents a state of distrust in the person himself. He lacks confidence in whatever he does. He believes he cannot do things that people around him can do and therefore keeps grumbling most of the times about something or other. Managers of this life position are usually not good managers. They do not perform well, have an erratic behavior, feel guilty of their acts, and often use excuses to act against others. The fourth position is I am not okay, you are not okay. This is worst position to be in as it means that I believe that I am in a terrible state and the rest of the world is as bad. This life position represents a desperate state of persons who have lost interest in life and have negative attitude towards life. Managers with this life position do not believe in themselves and others. They make mistakes in work and do not make proper decisions and also do not believe in decisions made by others. Out of all these life positions, the healthiest position is I am okay and you are okay, where a person believes in himself and others. It represents an adult transactions and a psychological mature state of mind. This can be achieved through education, and managers should try to reach this stage through training and development programs in their interest and interest of organization. Then we are coming to transactional analysis. When two persons interact or communicate with each other, there is a transaction between them. While transacting, both of them are at the different ego states. Based on the ego state, two types of transactions can take place, that is complementary and crossed. The first one is parent transactions. I will give an example, like if you can see in the slide also, like parent to parent conversation. The first person said those children really miss their parents. The second said yes, let's take them to the park for little fun. The second is adult conversation, like what is the yearly salary for this job? The reply is coming, it starts at 6 lakhs per annum. Then the example is child transaction. Child transaction is I really like you, I like you too. Complimentary, like how are you? And we answer it like good, how you are, or how are you? Cross transactions. Cross transaction is coming when there is a conversation between two persons. One person is asking questions in an adult format and the answer is coming from the parent to child. Like, can you please pass the salt? The answer is coming, you should have realized you needed salt before you sit down for the eating. Ulterior transaction is like, you cannot afford it, but adult answer is it is very expensive. Next we are coming to the script analysis. Script analysis in a layman's view, a script is the text of play, motion picture or radio or TV program. Like in a transactional analysis, a person's life is compared to a play and the script is text of the play. According to Eric Berne, a script is an ongoing program developed in early childhood under parental influence, which is directs the individual behavior in the most important aspects of his life. A script is a complete plan of living, offering prescriptions, permissions, and structure which make one winner or loser in life. Example of a script: like a child is brought up in a home where he sees parents struggling hard to make ends meet. He learns that you have to struggle and give up on things you enjoy in order to survive. Script analysis involves understanding a story choice of our life that we make as a child and then act out as an adult. Then we are coming to stroke analysis. Stroke analysis is the most interesting part in the transactional analysis. A stroke is a unit of recognition, a compliment, smile, hug, words of support and encouragement. Stroke can also be negative as in criticism, hits, frown. However, let's not go there. Strokes ideally need to be positive and building self-esteem. Positive strokes like you did a good job, you are reliable. Negative strokes like you goofed, your report is unacceptable. Positive unconditional strokes like you are neat, I like you, I love you. Negative unconditional stroke like you are stupid, I don't like you, I hate you. So strokes played most of the important role in transactional analysis. Then we are coming to the game analysis. Game analysis is the act of observing and understanding what games are played, what the end results will be, and how these games interfere with person's relationship. For example, your friend says, I want to work as a waiter, but no one will give me a go now. Then you say, why don't we give calls to few restaurants and check? Your friend says, my colleague called a few days before and nobody was interested. When game analysis basically when people fails to get enough strokes at work, they try a variety of things. One of the most important thing is that they play psychological games. A psychological game is a set of transactions with three characteristics. The transactions tend to be repeated. They make sense on superficial or social level. One more transaction is ulterior. The final points regarding the transactional analysis, how it is going to help us in communication. We are just concluding some final points like be aware of your own ego states. Try and stay in the adult mode. Try and understand the games played. Be aware about the script and positive stroking. Be aware about the life positions. So friends, transactional analysis plays a very, very important role in communication skill. Basically, it makes us understand about the behavior and the ego states, about the others and ourselves also. So when you are aware about the ego states and the person communicating what ego states and how we are into the ego state, that plays the most important role. And if you are correcting it, then the communication becomes more effective and more efficient. So thank you. If you like it, please subscribe it and share it. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome.